We've got a very good attacking structure. We've got a good coaching staff this year. They've came in and sort of changed the way that we're playing this year, and we're not just putting the ball up or under our arm and just running forward. We're a more expansive team and we're playing a good style of rugby. The structure's built to have all 15 men running different lines and playing well, so I feel that I'm just another player within that. Being captain doesn't really change the way that I attack. I'm just a player there, but in some sense it changes when it comes to penalties, etc. Making calls about what sort of attack we're going to do, then that's where I make some more decisions.
We've got different players to last year, everything changes. We've got maybe bigger ball carriers this year, we've got a bit more pace on the wings, so we try and adapt to that. When it does come down to the cosh, we've got to look after it, we've got to play to the game plan. Our coaches do a very good job of the analysis and the game plan for us. But if we see it, something's on, we will play to the space, and the coaches back us to do that.
It's starting to be more of an emphasis on attack. I think to begin with we've got to be able to defend teams, and it gets to the point now where we seem to, when we come together as a squad, we're all quite capable in defence, and it's then a matter of being able to score points. We can definitely keep other teams out for the majority of the game, and then it's just a case of being able to score points. So the attack focus and with our skills work and practicing on picking off 2-on-1s, 3-and-2s, sort of simple things, and then how you can create those 3-and-2s and 2-on-1s in the game.
It's great to see that we can score points, not just kicks as well. We can score tries. We want to run with the ball, and it's really promising. Certainly, because in the past, I think Scotland have kind of resorted to kicks, or we've not really been the sort of try-scoring team that we have been this year, and it's really good to see.
We set our standards at training. We want to be under 18 hours a training session, which is important for us. We kind of set our standard there. We know there will be mistakes, but then again, it's reacting to those mistakes.
I think it's massive being clinical in training. It's something which the latter end of last year we definitely struggled with, and that showed in our games in the World Cup last year. And this year we've set a target for our sessions to have less than a certain amount of errors. Once you get down to the game, if you've been clinical that week, you tend to make less errors in that game, and the team which makes less errors tends to win.
If you're not clinical in training, then you're not going to be in a game, because you're under much more pressure, and obviously your performance is put under much more stress. So it's pretty crucial to take what you're doing from training into the game.
Analysis plays a huge role in rugby nowadays, to be able to break down teams, their strengths, their weaknesses. We'll be looking at it, we'll be looking at other teams and see where areas we can exploit, areas where they're strong, and it plays a huge role in the game of rugby.
If you just show up to a game with a couple of plays without knowing what the other team are going to do, you could be playing exactly towards where their strengths are in defence. So we need to look at our opposition very closely and look at what they do in attack, what they do in defence, what we can do to stop their main plays, etc.
With our plays, there's just a big focus of not just the lines of running, but what you're trying to do to the defence, what you're trying to see. We've been doing quite a lot of work on our gold zone shape once we get into the 22, being clinical and getting tries, and I think that worked really well for us, especially in that England first game. But certainly our set piece drive has been quite strong for us as well.
They've given us the licence to play from anywhere in our attack. They want us to express ourselves. They don't just want us to kind of play phase through phase and play a boring style of rugby. They really want to go with flair and really go at teams.